Hello everyone, aren't we back quick? 9 months later, new Fka Twigs album. Hello? We have EUSEXUA Afterglow. You know, it's not exactly its own self-contained project. We're still in this EUSEXUA world, but this isn't Deluxia. Remember, that's what people thought was gonna come out? This seemingly started as a deluxe album, but I think it's more than that now. I really have been kept out of the loop about this. I honestly haven't been following too much of what Twigs has been doing. I haven't heard any of the singles, mostly because I will admit, I kind of like to starve in between albums. I kind of like to have that period where I'm like, I need more, and trust me, I like to eat, but I also like to starve. Pretty much I wasn't dying for like a new project right out the gate, but I'm not gonna complain. She announced this, she was like, I'm pregnant with a new album. Oh, you tricked me. Oh, I've been tricked. Oh. She announced it, she had the album cover, I was like, okay, it's her face, it's seemingly just like her most normal album. Just kidding, Bye. She just switched it, and now she's looking respectfully a little more foreskin-like. It is a better album cover. I think it's kind of interesting, it's very Twigs, you know what I mean? I just want to get into it and see what we're doing. So that's what we're gonna do. You know, I'm dressed to the nines just like before, because I'm a professional, I'm ready to go. And, hey, welcome back. Welcome back. I know I did Capper songs a long time ago. I love that album. I did EUSEXUA Down in a Storm Drain earlier this year. And now we're on to Love Crimes, the first song. 3, 2, 1, begin. Oh, right into it. Okay, we're clubbing. This sounds like what she talked about EUSEXUA like inspired her as. These dark clubs in Europe. Ugh, pounding. Oh, I like this delivery. I haven't really heard her like this before. This is a solid start. I'm liking everything I hear. This is cool. This is super accessible too. That was a really solid intro. It was just straight to the point. It sounded like a club banger 3000, and it just sounded like Twigs. You know, I really like that midpoint where she goes into like her lower delivery. She never really goes too low, that when she does, you like notice it, 'cause she's always so high. And when she goes low, you're like, oh, who are you? I kind of want to predict that this album will be more like, you know, maybe more accessible tracks, like just like club bangers after club bangers. We'll see exactly where it goes, but the next track is Slushy. Oh, this is cool. Again, this is just solid. This is just what I want out of Twigs. This sounds exactly like her. No one sounds like her. Solid Twigs track. Yeah, this kind of sounds like its own thing. It kind of, I get it sounds like EUSEXUA, but this sounds so good. God, these don't sound like B-sides at all. These are like just their own things in this own universe. It sounds, you know, we're very much in the club, but like we're also like flying away into the sky. The UFOs are skipping by us. I will say, I feel like her vocals are a little like just mixed in the background to the point that I'm kind of missing a good chunk of what she's saying. I don't know if it's just this version I'm listening on, if it's just a little weird, but just like the world it's creating is so cool. Wild and Alone featuring the GOAT, PinkPantheress. I've not done a video on her, but I love everything she does. I think that she's a super interesting producer. I think that her performances are super interesting as well. She's carved out a niche for herself that I think is going to be incredibly inspirational. I think she's super talented, and I really do like her. I want to talk about her before the end of the year, maybe in like a best albums video. Wild and Alone, Twigs and Pink. 3, 2, 1. Fading directly from Slushy. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. She fitted like a glove. I have no idea what she's talking about. Oh my god, she sounded so good. They're both killing it. They're cooking. I feel like I'm just making noises again, but like everything sounds so good. All these tracks are just hit after hit after hit so far. Okay, so far, fantastic album. Hit after hit after hit. We're 3 for 3 right now. Pink sounded perfect on that. That could have been a whole Pink song, but it also was so distinctly Twigs. They're all consistent between one another. That one is like one of my favorite songs of the year, maybe. I don't know. I mean, they just got 2 goats on it. How can I say no to something like that? The next track, Hard, all caps. This sounds like it could be a PinkPantheress song too. Ooh. Oh, that guitar is good. That's kind of remind me of Charlie XCX Baby. That little guitar in there. Oh, and what is that like synth? It sounds just like feedback on an aux cord. Oh my god, we just keep getting more sounds that sound better than the rest, like than the last time. I am blown away. Okay, I have all albums of Fka Twigs on vinyl. I have, wait, no, that's wrong. I have most of Fka Twigs on vinyl. I don't have the first 2 EPs. I have LP1, I have Magdalene, I have the Melissa EP, I have Capper Songs. I don't have EUSEXUA yet, but I think 4 might be the most of any artist I have. The reason I have so many Twigs albums is that all of her records are so high quality, that songs are so well made and so well mixed that like it just feels right to have them on vinyl. It feels worth it. It feels worth the $30, but I think I've got a lot of them like cheap, like $20. This is keeping up that trend. I'm kind of in love. This is like a low-key, like one of my favorite albums of the year so far. We're only 4 tracks in. We're on to Cheap Hotel. Now I know this is one of the singles. I feel like I would hear more discussion about it if people were like, this is banging. But let's see the Cheap Hotel. Okay. This is one of the singles? This feels like such like an interlude track so far. I'm only a minute in. This was one of the singles? It's not bad, but it's so different from the first couple tracks. It genuinely isn't bad. I seemingly probably would cut like a minute off the song, but why was this one of the singles? I'm so confused. It feels directly like an interlude between like the craziness that just happened. We just got a second to breathe. And I didn't even need a second to breathe personally. If we're talking about like last week on Rosalia's Lux, I needed a second to breathe because there was so much happening that it honestly was overwhelming. This one I'm not as overwhelmed. And I don't know if I needed that second to breathe. Respectfully. Let's see if that like brings us into like a new part of the album with Touch a Girl. Touch a Girl. Okay. Most of the time I hear Twigs music and I'm like, I would love this if this was written about me. Respectfully, I will pass on this one. Oh, but it's going crazy. I wonder what that sample was in the song, the like little, like it sounded like it was someone hitting a golf ball. It sounded like. We have another like a low key track there, but one that I like. She's got someone, she likes them, but they kind of fumble in the bag. Like if you get to be with Fka Twigs, you gotta realize you're with this girl's known what she's talking about for a second, and she's like she's not a little girl anymore. You know what I mean? And you gotta learn how to get your shit together. What am I talking about? Well, let's go into the predictable girl. Now, who here is the predictable girl? Is it her? Is it an adversary? Okay, starting off strong. This sounds like PinkPantheress too. She must be inspired by that woman, by that young woman. Ooh, that was fun. Sound like some 2019 Charlie for a second. Okay, I'm into it. That one was cool. I like that one a lot. That one was fun. It was a fun time. You know, something that I noticed, now that Lorde and Charlie have collabed, I think this is the next forbidden collab with Charlie, cause they could probably do some magic together. They could do something crazy. Wait a second. If Charlie and PinkPantheress collabed, I like these UK girls going crazy. You know what I mean? I never been with a big girl before, but I'm knocking on your door. Sushi is the next track. Now I did see one tweet that said, I think it was Sushi. It's like Glass and Patron at 2.0. And Glass and Patron is Twigs' probably most underrated song. It's off the Melissa EP. And it's kind of the best song of all time, or one of the top 5 best Twigs songs of all time, at least. Do you like Pilates? I'm being convinced. I'm a fan of how she's approaching the situation here. This is oh my god. She can't drive? No chance. You gotta learn how to drive. Karaoke Wednesday? She's convincing me really well. I'm one of those scary white guys at karaoke that does stuff like this though. Okay. Part 2 of the song.
Would you be surprised to know that my karaoke song is a gasoline
She's doing a good job at convincing. This sounds like a great week.
Walk for me, walk for me, walk for me, walk for me.
What is happening?
After the function.
Oh my god. That alone might have made this my favorite song now. I don't even care. Yeah. This year's got some great music. That has to be my favorite track. Not even if she didn't say, now hold that pose for me. Now those lovely. Yeah, those lovely 6 words, even if she didn't say that. That song was so much fun. It was so like silly while also being crazy and buck wild. Peace of Mind is the next track. I don't know if we're gonna be able to top that. I'm gonna be honest, I think we just heard the best thing on the album. I should never doubt Twigs. I really shouldn't. Oh my god. This is so sweet in such a Twigs way, you know, because everything's still happening, but she's so genuine. That was a good little back end track. You know, we had a second to breathe after Sushi while also still having fun. Listen, I'm being spoiled. Like, so many of these songs are so good. Besides maybe Cheap Hotel, I don't know what was going on there. Lost All My Friends is next. Second to last song on EUSEXUA Afterglow. Let's get into it. Oh, she just lost them, for real. Ugh. Okay, I know I only have little Apple headphones on. I kind of wish I had a whole speaker system for this listen. My god, it probably sounds crazy. That song kind of reminded me of a Weekend song, honestly. El Fin de Semana, something about it. I can just hear Abel being like, lost all my friends in the club. I can really hear it now. Maybe one of them is a ghostwriter for the other, something like that. No, another solid club banger. Lost All My Friends seemingly transitioned into the final track, Stereo Boy, which we're gonna start. This album is really fantastic. This is just another amazing Fka Twigs album. I always forget, there's a reason why I'm so excited when she releases something. I never have to doubt her. Blow Me Away. Sounds like it's gonna get crazy. These synths are wailing. They sound like humans, like, ah! Okay. Okay. ADHD. Oh my god.
Look at me. I'll let you drive me off the edge.
What? There's so much noise. I feel like I'm being electrocuted by specifically that red dragon from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Wait, he's not even electric type. What the hell? What the hell was that? So different than everything else. It sounded like an intoxicated kind of like toxic love that just wasn't working. I don't know how that wraps up the album, but it was a vibe. Despite like a few moments that are just confusing, like that ending, and maybe that ending will make sense, and like Cheap Hotel, everything is so exciting. Shout out Twigs. Oh my god. Well, thank you for watching. Stick around. I'll talk about her again soon.